Hi, and welcome to the News Agenda for Monday, March 15th, 2021. How goes it? Good? You good? You good? I'm glad to hear it. Did you beware of the Ides of March today? Well, you better look out behind you and remember it's Act Happy Day. Yep, there's nothing wrong to see here. Nothing wrong. It's also Everything You Think Is Wrong Day. So, and in related, Pope's not as cool as you thought news, the Vatican released a decision that says it will not bless same-sex unions. This decision was signed off on by Pope Francis, seen here working on his Type 5. The decision called homosexuality a sin and a choice, which honestly just makes it seem more badass. The statement says that homosexuality is sinful and quote-unquote cannot be recognized as objectively ordered. And no doubt, whoever wrote that has not seen Tan Francis' closet. Impeccable. The statement is seen as a step back from previous statements from the Pope. The Pontiff had previously said that states ought to create civil union laws and people shouldn't be thrown out of their homes for being gay. Or lesbian, for that matter. It turns out that actually listening to what the Pope said would have told people a long time ago that he doesn't think gay people should be married. Civil unions, remember? Anyway, in cancel culture news, Fox News correspondent Gillian Turner proposed that Gen X lead a quote-unquote lead a charge to save America. Cancel culture? Still no word from singer Alanis Morissette if this is ironic. Also in cancel culture news, Tennessee moved forward with a bill that would force, as in require, speech from companies if they allowed transgender people to use the bathroom by quote-unquote biological sex. The bill was proposed by Representative Tim Rudd, seeing here wondering just what room he had just pooped in. Mr. Rudd also said that this is not aimed at transgender people. Now I know what you're all thinking. The police will obviously never use this against trans people and will just use it as it's supposedly intended. This is against trans people. Also cancel culture news, South Dakota Governor Kristen Noem signed a bill that would allow businesses to refuse to provide services to those who violate their religious belief. There's no word if I have to listen or believe in South Dakota anymore. I mean, the existence really violates my own religious belief. Also in religious belief news, Donald Trump supporters are still getting rounded up from activities during the January 6th uprising. 2 men have been arrested and charged with assaulting Brian Sicknick, who later died as a Capitol police officer. They sprayed some toxic chemical spray, possibly bear repellent, among other things. These 2 are just the latest in over 300 people charged, with up to 400 people charged expected. That's a lot of people. Trump, the man they were all violently supporting, responded by taking another round of golf. We have good news here at the Good News at Gen headquarters. I'll be getting the first dose of the vaccine soon. I have an appointment and I'm very excited. But I can tell you who isn't excited. Republican men. 49% of Republican men say they will not vaccinate. Yep. I wish I could say I'm surprised. National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease Director and man who forgot his own mask and had to use one he found in the lost and found box, Dr. Anthony Fauci said, "I'm very surprised at the high percentage of Republicans that say they don't want to get vaccinated. I don't understand where this is coming from. This is not a political issue. This is a public health issue." So, unfortunately, it seems that around the time that his former boss has affected Dr. Fauci's memory. There is only political bickering, no public health concerns. Fauci also said it would make all the difference in the world if President Trump urged his supporters to take the vaccine, to which I say, and monkeys might fly on my butt.
Living on your own definitely has its perks. Shrink, because your mom doesn't tell you to turn down the stereo and junk like that,
Speaking of out-of-touch references, New York Governor Cuomo is facing more calls to resign, most prominent among these being both U.S. senators from New York, Kristen Gillibrand and Schumer. Makes makes sense when you probably realize he should have resigned. He probably should. I mean, or at least admit he's not going to run for re-election. In digging the hole a little deeper, though, Cuomo's vaccine czar, Larry Schwartz, called up county officials and quizzed them about their loyalty to the governor. Given that Mr. Schwartz is in charge of distributing vaccines, I guess you can see how that might make someone uncomfortable. Even Jen Psaki, White House press secretary, said that was concerning. Of course, what is right and moral isn't always what is political, but the weird part is that it was just dead grandparents. Nobody seemed to give a shit. Weird. So how about the sex? And sure, why not? News. Scientists want to store millions of species' DNA on the moon. Just in case. The stashes will go in the lava tubes that are on the moon that have been there since prehistoric times. Way prehistoric times. Aliens have issued a press release to say thank you scientists, for the information. And finally, in We All Run Out of Tape news, the inventor of the cassette tape, Lou Ottens, has died. He didn't stop there, he also worked on CDs, but people my age remember mixtapes. So yeah, there's that. Go hold up a pencil and manually rewind one of your tapes for a real one. He was 94 years old. That's the news at Gen for Monday, March 15th. A note, I have a meeting about my book on Friday. Good news is that it's going to get published next year in June, so yay! More information will be forthcoming. I'll try and make a news at Gen on Friday, but it may be delayed as I take that meeting. I don't know how long that will be. That means it might be Saturday before I upload. I'm sorry. I just want to thank everyone involved and thank you for your love, patience, and attention, especially my patrons who have helped remind me that I'm not alone quite out here, even if I'm mostly alone out here. Please help spread the word of the news at Gen. Like, subscribe, hit the ding-a-ling-ling-dang-dang-dong, and remember, I love you. I really do.